Hello and welcome to the beginning of the end, to the beginning of Danganronpa 3. Well, obviously we play on the hardest difficulty, as we always have. It's not like it's a difficult game, all things considered. Um, Danganronpa 3, we finished 1, we finished 2. Just a quick summary of my thoughts, as you should have definitely watched all of it. Because some of my later, like the later my VODs go in chronological order, into not in just the release time, but the time of the video, for instance. Like in the latter half of a VOD slash upload to YouTube, you'll probably see me not talk as much, as start clicking a lot, especially in the later stages of Danganronpa 2. That's just because I was trying to get to the meat and potatoes, and then when the plot got twisted, when the plot twist happened, I really got invested in the whole twist. It's exactly the kind of twist I love. So right now, 2 is better than 1, but nothing matches the aura of Byakuya, Makoto, and Kyoko. Those motherfuckers have so much presence. I love them more than anyone. Except Nagito is and Chiaki. Chiaki's pretty great. Nagito is S plus. He's alongside those three. And yeah, that's all I got. So let's just start. I don't have any predictions. I don't really know what's happening. I don't recognize some character on the opening screen, but that was the same with the previous ones. So will we be back in another situation where we have trials that go on for too long and pacing of the game that kind of makes you feel pain? I hope not, because it seems like this one they modernized it. They added settings. They realized also the game file is just way larger. It's like twice the size. Anyway, I see Monokuma, which means we're not fucking done with this shit again, are we? Was that Nagito? Or maybe we got some cutscenes from the anime. The anime must have come out between 1 and 2 and 3, right? Also, this is way too quiet. Okay, we're recapping the first one. That was Trigger Happy Havoc. I remember that shit. And the music is changing for each one. I mean, I'm commentating it as if it was necessary to do so. I didn't play the Ultra Despair Girls, and I don't think you'd need to, and I don't care very much to do so. The end of Hope's Peak High School. I think this may be the anime tie-in, which I'm assuming you also don't need, or at least it will get you straight in here. Story is not over. Well, I can see that. Why else would we be playing this? They're advertising the game to me as if a new killing game will begin again. See, that's the wrinkle. I said in the end of the first one, how are they going to make a second one? And now I say at the end of the second one, how are they going to make a third one? Team Danganronpa. Pretty sure this is the end of the franchise as well, so a lot of things are going to have to fall in place. Can I turn the BGM up? It was a bit quiet. No light, no sound. Okay, well, we can't go to the settings yet. Oh, the backlog is available from the beginning now. Did they finally add click the replay text? They learned how to use visual novel settings. Thank God. Okay, quality of life should be way better in this one than the previous. I mean, it took Ace Attorney a long time to get like anything, but the originals came out on the GBA, the DS. I mean, I can accept some level of, what do you want to call it? Anyway, nothing. No light, no sound, no form, no voice, no knowledge of who I am. Who I am? Who am I? I extend a hand that belonged to no one, to take hold of my existence. Female protagonist? Or is this... これが私だ. Hi. Or is this one fully voiced? If it is fully voiced, I'm gonna have a great time. You can call me I mean, I have DGen. Okay, can I... You know what? I need to add a tag to my stream. There we go. Thing Japan. Otaku and Thing Japan have been my new stream tag. We remove weeb. We speak our truth. My truth is, I love listening to Japanese voice actors speak in my ears. And when they speak, I don't have to read their lines, because you guys know Japanese as well, right? So, naturally, we don't need to do all that. Anyway, she just remembered who she is. A lot of more effort already put in. They got the money from the first two, and they said, we'll try and spice this shit up. Ultimate Revival. I mean, that can't be her ability. That wouldn't make any sense. Now, don't auto. What I do want to do is hit the settings and turn the volume of the BGM up. I stumbled out of the locker in a daze and lowered the text speed by 1. Because it's not quite instant, but it's a little too close to instant. And I like instant also, but I like to be able to see it quick. It needs to be quick. But as soon as I did, I fell on the floor. Good start. Ita. We have levels here too. I couldn't even brace for impact as blinding pain suddenly rushed through my head. Okay, we got that kind of thing going on here. Is this Persona does this, right? I don't know. I haven't played Persona, but Persona is also not. It's not really same kind of genre. It's kind of this is halfway between the two, I suppose, in terms of gameplay. Rise of the Ultimates. But thanks to that pain, they went from dazed to annoyed real quick. Okay, it's not fully voiced. It was just cutscene voiced. Wait, where am I? What is this place? I don't usually voice everything, but you know what? We're gonna start with a little bit. We'll see when I lose my patience and stop voicing all the shit. I rubbed my throat beforehand. This is gonna leave a bump. Sorry. I'm gonna be a little bit flippant, okay? Lot more definition in the artwork. Which one? I wonder. This must have come out on a higher tier of console. Yeah, it's a classroom, alright, but I don't recognize it. Some of it is voiced, some of it. I guess the cutscenes are voiced like it usually is, but they don't make it clear when it is and isn't voiced. I will say. But, I mean, they make it clear in the sense that you can hear it, but... Is this a dream? I just to pinch myself, right? Youch! All I did was make my head hurt in 2 places instead of 1. Ah, yes. The ahoge is ahogain. Hold on a sec. Let's just think this shit through. She didn't say that, but I said it. I tried to remember how it ended up here. Let me guess. You walked into school and then... No matter how hard I tried, in the end I just couldn't. Bang! It's Monokuma. See, there's another great thing that you gotta do. You gotta keep some of the same sound effects. Ace Attorney's gavel has not changed in like 100 years. And that's what makes it great. Suddenly the locker next to mine started swaying and shaking, making all kinds of noise. The locker door slowly opened, and... just a guy. Maybe. Could be a girl. A normal boy dressed in a school uniform. In fact, he might be a high school student too. He looked bewildered when he slowly lifted his head. There he is. He screamed as if he just seen a monster, fell on his butt and scooted back. Oh no. Oh, lady. I'm not built for this. Are you with those other guys? There are other guys involved? What other guys? The people who kidnapped me, but you seem to remember just fine. What are you gonna do to me? I wouldn't be afraid. Nah. I firmly gripped his shoulders. What's your name? Shuichi Saihara. I wonder, did they switch the orders here this time anyway? Anyway, she said shut up. Kaede seems like much more of a first name, so I assume they're giving it to us in first name, last name. They used the Western order here. Saihara Shuichi. After making him shut up, I retraced my steps again. Maybe when my steps are retraced, I was kidnapped too. I just forgot. Can we see the alien man ass? We can. It was in top left also, I guess. If you're not Hyogin, top left. Did it perhaps make you feel despair? But how? Did they put like formaldehyde in the? Is that the one? Chloroform? One of those two. So when I woke up, I was inside the lacquer. Seems like it. Why me? I'm just a guy. I'm just a normal high school girl. Well, it's more traditional. I don't know how many high school girls actually get kidnapped. Seems like the kind of thing that does happen more in fiction, but then again, I'm sure it also happens in places. There's no reason to kidnap me. I'm also just a guy. Why did they take us to a school to learn? Monokuma announcement. Hey there, I'm sure you're confused, right? Stop talking to me. You're thinking, where am I? Well, I can't explain that, but I'm gonna give you a basic admission with the controls. Move your mouse. Left click to investigate. Right click to adjust your view. Spacebar to smack objects around. Oh shit, new button. Not every object can be moved. Enter key. Sorry, what? A mysterious investigative power will activate. Okay. Well, this is fun. This is more like it. I'm gonna just smack that shit. Okay, I see. But I can't do any smacking in this state. Can I smack him? I can not. Okay, it's a move left to move right situation. Or I can just hit these. Ouch! I'm gonna smack everything I fucking can. We smacking. Oh, we smacking. I'm not gonna do this for every single room, but I mean, come on. They have to give me something for this. And it's not just the Monokuma coin, the Mono coins. Anyway, locker. We woke. They definitely added a lot of sauce to this, and I love. This is my kind of aesthetic, to be honest with you. The like green Hackerman Matrix color. Why were we in these lockers in the first place? That's not much of a blackboard. It's kind of green. It's a smart screen. Nothing's being displayed right now. Hello, sir. Let's just stay calm and think. Nice, chill. I shouldn't have yelled at you either. This place is weird. You don't think we got caught up in something bad, do you? What have we gotten ourselves into? There's a door. Let's see what these windows have to say. Greenery and barbed wire. Well, we've covered all of this, so I guess it's time to get here. I'm glad that they really upped the smoothness of it as well. Everything works a lot faster, and the scan button is much more efficient. Why was I kidnapped? Who kidnapped me? Where the fuck I am? Also, let's just get out of here. Some doors better left unopened. Yeah, good idea, you say, not knowing. We ran as fast, and opened it with all our strength. A bit unnecessary for a door, I suppose. It's the Mono Beast. What the fuck? There's a guy in there. Okay. I need to begin my screenshot taking for my thumbnails later on. Mate. I'm a fire and I'm a laser. Are we gonna get to talk to the beast? Wait. Holy shit. Gameplay? Okay, Escape is not a good sprint key developer. What the fuck are we? Conventions. Some conventions were not made to be broken. Can we go towards this thing? Okay, shift also works. Over here. What was the point of that if I'm gonna still be railroaded a fair amount? What the fuck is happening? I didn't think it was that kind of game. What are those things? I guess I know why they remade, but they should also remake, not remake, I suppose, remaster the first one. If they're gonna remaster the second one. Let's click this thing. As we frantically dove towards the door, we saw something we never expected to see. I didn't mean to be in auto mode. Okay, that guy is just the guy from Ace Attorney 5. You are me. Okay, no, it's because we are both here. Are us two on the left? Who do I like? Well, let's meet him first, I suppose. They have Tiny Guy. I shouted at the top of my lungs. Good question. Next question. Here we go again, I suppose. It means don't drink the Kool-Aid, I suppose. 16 high schoolers? That's not nearly enough for a high school. That's one class. That's half a class, really. Oh shit, it's Orifama. Byakuya, if he was like a womanizer? I don't know. I'm getting big womanizer vibes. Maybe in a good way. I don't know. That guy with the goatee, I don't know if it doesn't really suit him. He needs to get the full like Guy Fieri. Amami Rantaros. Okay. It is weird. Why does it matter? Okay, but he knows what's going on. So he heard of the killing games before his memory was wiped, or did our memory not get wiped at all? Is this the first time that they're not wiping any memories? They're just running this shit? Hello. Default character, but you do have long twin tails, and I support this movement. More twin tails equals good. Alright. Okay, we got I don't know, aggressive delinquent girl? Our tropes are troping. I like it. So an unknown voice suddenly echoed throughout the gym. Monokuma, I'm listening. Okay, shimmy down. Shimmy, shimmy, yay. No, it's simmer down. Oh shit, glasses go. Where'd they come from? That was quick. Okay. She seems like she would be the kind of person who's anemic. In like an endearing way. I suppose it's not really a quality of anemia to be endearing or not, but you know what I mean. Sort of a little bit weak-willed, but intelligent type of character. Bro's saluting the character. Also, his hair is not making much sense. Also, this sounds like an Isaac theme. Exisal tribe, also. These aren't monsters, they're Exisals. They're mechs. Bipedal weapons platforms. What do you mean? Oh, what? Okay. Her bit is that she is just a girl. She's a commoner. Okay. I think. Maybe I'll pick you up and squeeze you till the guts come gushing out like toothpaste. I don't think it's that kind of game, unfortunately. Please, no that toothpaste. I don't like toothpaste. What if we start peeling off their limbs one by one like string cheese? Hawa. Her eyes are fucking popping out her head. She looks real freaked out. Also, what is that shape? We can't kill them with the exosuits. According to the schedule, the exosuits are supposed to show up to later. Schedule. So we are. We screwed up. We're not supposed to be in these for our first appearance. We should read the script. The fucking incompetent villains. Yeah. Okay. The enforcers. What the fuck? The Power Ranger Monokuma is Momotaro? Momosuke. Momofani? Monoda. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, I would have to guess. Oh no, it's just 1, 2, 1. Okay. There are Monokuma likes. We're out of the exos. Ninja Star, that's Momotaro. Okay. What? Okay, they really are taking a page out of Persona's book with this one. They got people speaking now in the music. Monoke, the rocker. He's got chest hair. Monophany is that coconut bra? Okay. Are these controlled by different people, or what's the deal here? It seems like they are, at least. People are controlling the Monokuma, which is controlling the mech. I don't know what the fuck's moving stuffed animals. The Monokubs. Monokubs? Are we saying have people heard of Monokuma by now? Is this like a thing? Don't bro asking Monodum. The years of abuse have already done a number on his heart. So we're gonna have to find the guys behind this at the end of this game, I suppose. But how does this all link to the other two, or is this its own thing in a weird way? You won't even open your heart to me? Yeah. This is exactly what I thought it was, yeah. Amami seems to have an idea of what's going on here. Why are there ridiculous theatrics? The underclothes seem kind of boring too. It's the third time. Oh shit. What is this? Maybe they haven't been given their first memory yet. How do you do anything with this? Oh, you hold right click. Okay, we have our own political compass of reaction voices. More. Oh shit. Mysterious girl with hair covering one side of her, but otherwise she's just kind of cute. Do you guys have ultimate talents of anything like that? No, we're just people. We're just a bunch of people. Wait, they haven't gotten their first memory yet. Okay, she's obviously faking it. Fake it till you make it. That's what they're saying, bro. You bastards. You've forgotten your talent and become generic high school students. According to the backstory, there's an ultimate hunt going on, and then you become different people because of the ultimate hunt. Remember your true self. Can you try doing that? Sealed talents? No. Well, not some swift-footed singer who's landed another future ex-boyfriend. Is this a Taylor Swift reference? Back when she was doing that thing and not married to a football player? Or an American football player, to be specific. No one wants to watch a bunch of generic high school whiners. You made 2 games out of watching a bunch of generic high school whiners, basically. Update your wardrobe because you guys aren't main character material yet. Lock in. Wear your signature clothing. You're just wearing uniform right now. You're literally existing. Oh shit! Magical girl transformation sequence. They're naked. Why can't we see it? Are we get mad? I should be glad, I suppose. We're the ultimate musician, maybe. Okay, so we went from wearing normal clothes to wearing mostly normal clothes, but with accented features, I suppose. There we go. That's fucking Dr. Stone guy. What am I wearing? Musical notes, I have to assume. Now you look like you have a character trait. Now the memory. Once the seal is broken, will be in the domain of the killing game. The flashback light. Okay. Oh shit. Piano. I saw piano. They really upped the ante for the cutscenes and like general gravitas of the vibe. I like that you can switch the data display. It's something you're accustomed to. I'm gonna go ahead and do that with the ultimate. Give it to me? No, it's just called that, I think. That's not what we are at, obviously. Oh, no, yeah. Like shit, we needed to do a rerun. We forgot to do all that. Start from 0. Now we're back. But as soon as I did, I fell on the floor again. Deja vu. But now we're actually main characters. Now we have presence. Now we have a meaning to exist or whatever. Yeah. Where am I? What is this place? It's. They got my ass. But now we know. We look. There's a guy next to us. It's a classroom that I don't recognize. Now we're in Danganronpa, I suppose. Yes, your head hurts in 2 places now. Let's stay calm. The familiar gong noise. The locker next door opened and a guy fell out. But now we should know what the guy's talent is by looking at him, right? It's almost like we've met before, but only like briefly. So like, you know, what are we doing here? How rude. Ah, my bad, y'all. We're just too confused. Oh, Gymnopedie #1 by Eric Satie. Oh shit. Try to imagine that's the awful melody filling your head and soothing your heart. Ohakuma. The 5 Monokumas, they're tiny. Ohakuma. Rise and Shine Earth Sign is not a bad translation of Ohakuma, but it does not hit at all, I would say. But also, it's actually a better pun, ironically. Ohakuma means fucking nothing. It's just Ohio but Kuma at the end. Whereas Rise and Shine Earth Sign is actually a clever play on words. So the translators actually did a pretty good job there. But Ohakuma is just better still. No, it's a monster. You can freak out about this. Well, not you, bro. Alright, well this game's got a sense of humor. It's almost as if it's a game called Danganronpa. At least we're pretty monsters. Why are they talking? Uh, the Monokubs. I've never seen walking, talking stuffed animals. What about a Furby? I guess I don't walk. It's like almost swing, but I don't know enough about music to know what this is called. It's like got some jazziness to it. The BGMs. Why? Bleh. Freaky ass. The Monodam. The Gundam Monodam. Let's tackle each issue one at a time. Do we get a sixth grader helping in a fifth grader? There's really not that much different. They're a bunch of kids. Expectations reasonable. Where are we? The Ultimate Academy for Gifted Juveniles. That's a strange... You don't use that word. Let's talk about prison, usually. The Ultimate Academy. It was made for U16 cretins. Ultimates. You know what ultimates are, right? The government scouts them through this program called the Ultimate Initiative. Avengers. Prodigious in a talent. They exist to cultivate talent. You can get a government handout for it. Voting privileges. Okay, it's a like an insane meritocracy. Tuition, grant money, etc. Okay. Don't worry about that. That happened like for a minute. Get started, kill each other. Oh, also you should introduce us to the others because we're gonna do a icebreaker. It's kind of, you know, I've got a rager right now. Bye, Kuma. So long, Bearwell is also a better pun in English. Oh shit. This isn't the dream, right? No, but I wish it was. Does that mean he's one too? What's your talent, bud? Let's look at everything again. The barbed wire. The lockers? Why were we in them in the first place? I need to remember that I do have the space button. I'm farming money, don't mind me. Okay, it ain't really worth my time to do all this, so I'll stop, but it was fun to do it at least. We know what all this shit says. We were here before this talk. Now that we know about Ultimates, we have a better conversation to have with you. Yeah. They call me the Ultimate Detective. There was one of those already. Oh, you talking? Never mind. Oh shit. Danganronpa. You're a detective. That's amazing. No, I'm just an amateur. Brownie. What a cute boy. I just happened to solve a case that I came across and people call me that. Well, listen. You can be under Kyoko's tutelage. She's a real detective, I think. At least she's better, but we don't know that yet. Not many people can just happen to solve a case, but I suppose whoever was around could do it. I'm the ultimate pianist. Cho Coco cute. There we go. How joyous. Yeah. People just call me piano freak. That seems derogatory. Maybe it's what am I crazy? The proportions on this child are all fucked up. The head is like the same size, but like what is everything is wrong about those proportions on that image. It's all fucked up. She played the piano so much she forgot to eat and sleep. The artist forgot to draw babies. Forgot how to, I suppose. Do you get officially granted ultimate? I guess the government said they scout it, so maybe there's an official element about it. This looks like a boss baby type situation. My first meeting another Ultimate student. Really? I guess if you didn't go to Hope's Peak, it might just be one of those situations where you don't really run into each other otherwise. Because Hope's Peak was like literally. We assumed it was like all that was there. I suppose there's a whole other world, you know. They're scattered all over the country. They're difficult to find. It is only a government distinction. They don't actually have superpowers. Were we kidnapped? I mean, about that, I don't remember. Me neither, bro. I have no idea how I got here. I don't know how I got in the locker. The memory just fell out of my head. I also have the inability to remember. Oh shit. Oh, we have frames. That's the brainwashing machine. Oh, she doesn't actually remember it. She just like saw flashes. Or maybe she does remember. She just want to like bring it up in the first thing in conversation. Do you guys were you also brainwashed by like a Clockwork Orange machine contraption? Let's imagine Maurice Ravel's sonatine. Is that music? I don't know shit about all that. When we get out of here, I'll share it with you. If you're an ultimate pianist, you could just play it when there's a piano, to be fair. Let's talk to everyone. We know one guy. Oh shit, friendship fragments. You can leave the room by escape key or interacting with the door. Can we hit F1 yet? Okay, the cutscene was a bit long, but we still can't hit F1. I didn't mean to skip. I was just pressing buttons. There sure are a lot of plants growing here, and the air is heavy, oppressively heavy, as if forcing you to recall your fears. But this is just a school, right? Are it? Something in my pocket of my uniform pocket watch. Oh shit, it's iPad? iPad but home button's on the other side. Wrong side, most would say. That does look like the OG iPad though. But it's more like one of those knockoff Android tablets. Everyone remembers, I guess everyone remembers is not a great way to start a sentence. They're literally just talking about something that happened to you, right? But the what do you call it? Everyone must have bought a tablet because the deal seemed too good to be true. Like some insanely cheap bargain bin product. Like a $30 worth for a tablet. You'd be like, it'd be worth it even if it was just doing nothing. It turns out it's worse than nothing. Trying to do anything on it is actively detrimental, man. You need to like hack it and install some old ass version or like a very insanely light distribution of something in order to even try and make it work. And most people can't be bothered, including myself. The monopad. The monopad, I suppose. My name was like a student handbook. Don't throw it away. I would say that's a sensible thing to do. Congratulations, we can use the monopad F key to report card in the map. You may have already noticed that your report card will be updated with content. Okay, you can also level up by performing action. Your skill will start to increase. I don't really care that much. Hopefully they have better minigames in here. The last Danganronpa 2's minigames were better than the first one, but they still had the PTA, which sucks ass. The rhythm game just doesn't work. Test out all the skills. One more important thing to tell you. Save and load from the handbook. Okay, so F key now. Pressing the F key, guys, it's not working. F1 is the key in here. Okay, there we go. I do want to... We can dress up. I'm gonna up it a little bit there. Oh, we don't have any of the other themes yet. No, I don't want that. I just wanted to look at all the other shit going on here. The rules, we don't have those yet, of course. No truth bullets. Suspicious. Hello. 35 inches. I don't know. I don't have a frame of reference for how big it is, but I guess I can see it, so I don't even need to ask questions. What's his chest size? Oh, we actually do have his chest size. He likes novels and doesn't like gossip. We like piano keys and dislike bicycles, which is very specific. Very odd. They still couldn't add a mouse in this, huh? Why did they have to, like, tab was a fine button. They didn't really have to make it enter, which is much harder to hit when you're using WASD on anything. Anyway, classroom C, what's in here? Click, click, locked. Okay. So hold on here. Okay. Oh, we just came back from here. It resets your aim to the middle if you look down and then let go. I didn't do it that time. Okay, well. Room with piano in it is suspicious to me. Oh. This room does look like it was made for me. Oh, come on. They're here again. An ultimate research lab. Why would you tell them? We're trying to make it all dramatic. So why are we killing each other then if you're researching? Why would you guys keep honing your ultimate talent? So we set up these rooms for you. The ultimate pianist's lab. Most of them are still hidden though. The reason it's locked is... Wait, no one's died yet. Oh god, we're still setting up everything. Hashio warate. Don't you mean hold your horses? Hopefully this bit is worth it and doesn't get tiring immediately, but... I guess it's an ultimate lab. Seems like it. I can play as much piano as I want when I finally escape this place. Okay. There's a person here, also a bronze dragon statue. Let's look at that first. What is this? It looks like a dragon statue. That was illustrious. I'm glad we did that. Okay. Hello. She's very librarian coded. Hey, you're an ultimate student, right? Oh, is she airheaded also? I did say she looked kind of anemic. Hello. She's thinking. Maybe she's a really detailed mannequin. Poke her. You're also a moving teddy bear. That's a valid point, unfortunately. Poked her cheek. Felt her skin squish. Maybe she really is just a doll. She looks so real. He's blushing. Just do it. It's so fun to poke women. I never thought I'd be poked from both sides. How truly unexpected. Oh shit. She was aware the whole time. She was messing with us. She wasn't a mannequin. Well, I knew that. Because she wasn't responding. I didn't mean any harm. I was deep in thought. I may love her. I thought if I ignored you, you'll go somewhere else. Let's see. Isn't that a bit rude? Isn't it rude to force someone to talk when they don't want to? Mogged. It's fine. I feel like talking now. Let's talk. What do you want to start with? Oh, shit. My favorite Doraemon episode is number 53. My name is... Okay, never mind. She's an ultimate cosplayer. I didn't expect that. But I guess what do I know? How do you become an ultimate... She doesn't look very cosplayer. But maybe she doesn't look like this at all. In naturality. There we go. I get that a lot of times so plain. You have this strange, almost sexy... Why did you have to say almost? People ogling all your curves on a daily basis, right? This is the women buff. Women have the advantage of being able to... I mean, listen, that was a terrible way to start a sentence. Don't get me wrong. But you get what I'm trying to say. And I think it's a fair standard that's been set through precedent. But women can get away with being creepy old men, if that makes sense. Normally, I don't really like people looking at me like that. I just like making cosplay. I'm fine with others wearing them. Okay, she's like the ultimate cosplay designer. I'm more like that. Lately, more cosplayers are putting themselves before their characters. I'd rather wear my outfits myself with love than give them to people like that. Okay. Opinionated. Thanks to my sponsors. This cosplay is brought to you by ExxonMobil. I can use... I don't know how that would work. The oil sponsor. Materials are just plain expensive. People just crowd around like a panda at the zoo. Can I ask you something too? What were you thinking about? I don't know. The bronze dragon statue. She is pointing at it. It almost seems like it's floating, right? I don't know about that. It does. It's not. It is. I mean, everything is kind of weird. There's trees, grass, no exits, and we're the only people here. That frightened look on it. Okay, if we have a main character who's a pervert, gonna have a great time with this game. I'm just kidding. Well, it's not a big deal. I'm a freak. Our present situation is our main concern. What is over will be good and dandy. Optimistic pervert. People do say I'm carefree. Not usually the opposite of how people who are obsessed with the piano become, but that's because of a harsh upbringing. I'm not your line I'm posting. This kind of stuff really does happen. Being all depressed won't help anything. So let's try to find a way out. The friendship fragment. Hello. She does have a very adult aura. Also looking slightly up. She disappeared, guys. I suppose the next con is coming up. Oh, listen, you'll be alright. Okay, there's a lot. You kind of the map kind of spoiled me on what's up next, but I guess it doesn't matter so dang much. She likes Eva foam and dislikes disorderly cues. I mean, if you go to a lot of conventions, then you're gonna end up hating society, especially because conventions, and I don't mean this in an insulting way, because I'm pretty sure I've only been to meet one or even none, like, properly. Right, but I've been to events that are sort of convention adjacent, and I've been through conventions, even if they're non-specific ones. But, like, people in general, who, especially if you're talking about anime stuff, it's kind of skewed antisocial. Go into boys' bathroom. This is the boys' bathroom, right? Not even in this situation. If you would, I could go look. I'm not that curious about what's in there. Oh shit. Real investigator. Maybe detectives live for these kind of scary situations. Can we go in the girls' bathroom then if she's so hesitant? Do you mind waiting here? He's like, sure. Don't give me that weird look. I'm just gonna take a huge shit. Big shitter. There's grass in the dang bathroom. The toilets seem normal, but there's weirdly that the plants are growing this thick. Anything to look at in here? Pretty much nothing. That's all we got. Oh wait, maybe we can hit space on some stuff here. We can shatter the glass. That's fun. Let's get out of here. Everything's chill so far. I'm glad we have a mini-map now permanently in the bottom left, and we can see important events and such. Okay. Obviously, we can't go in here yet. Gonna wrap around and see what's going on, you know? Hey, yeah. I said hey. Well, we came from above. There's a classroom egg here. Let's just take a look. People in here, maybe. Few people. Nagito? Oh, chess player? Ultimate racer? What do you remind me of again? The boy in white is chasing the other boy in the funny clothes. They chasing. Hello. Okay, let me touch your body a little. I've always wanted to be friends with a robot. Robot? A robophobe. Okay. I'm not Jenny. There's the robot in here. Okay, good. Soto? The fuck? Ultimate Supreme Leader. What, North Korea? Okay. No, it's just because you drink gasoline for a hobby. Also, is that just a guy? Waraimasen. Dayone. Okay. What is going on here? I'm a high school student just like you. Is this the guy from One Punch Man? That's what it reminds me of. You're a high school student? I was created by Professor Idabashi, the leading authority. This is literally the One Punch Man guy. He installed in me a strong AI capable of learning mature like a human brain. Do robots have dicks? Good question. But is the answer the question? Your backstory is pretty flaccid for a robot. +2. Yeah, what are you... Oh, okay. He's just a supreme leader of any secret organization. Oh, okay. He's the cult leader. Okay. That's a bit, yeah. Ultimate liar. Okay. That's robophobic. I'll see you in court. Rocket punch. Well, then what's the point if you're gonna do that? No, no. A mischievous little kid. Is he really an evil supreme leader? Okay. What's your deal, Oma? That is true. Why do you exist if you don't have a rocket punch? Shuichi, what are your thoughts on this? It's a lie. It's like, well, no, that shit could be plausible. That shit's like, that's real as fuck. She's hidden. Everyone's hitting a pose here. This guy's horrifying. She's just chilling, to be honest with you. This guy is definitely horrifying. He dislikes pig feet. Why do you dislike vending machines if you're an ultimate robot? Or is it like an enslaving of the robot situation? I'll get out of here. I'm glad most of the old buttons do still work, even if they tell you new buttons that are intended to work. Okay, well we haven't finished this floor yet. We just found those fellas in there. So let's have a bit of a laugh. Right click for the big map is also useful. Okay, that's the guy we met from the beginning that we haven't met yet, actually, but end of hallway. Well, let's look at it. We can actually go past it, huh? What the fuck is even that? Ancient passport. Looks like a shogi tile. Monokuma. Just an indent in the middle. Interesting. Okay, what's the point of all this then? What's in here? It's locked. Okay, well, that's fair. So done. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. What's on the board? We can't see it yet. That's okay. Can't sit on the bench either. We're learning about everyone's names here now. Shinguji, Hoshi, Amami, Momota. Gokuhara. Okay, well, everyone's names are here, but we're gonna learn them in due time. There's no rush. The gym also lock. I feel strange, as if I've been here before. How could I have guessed? It's so, but you were here before, to be fair. No, we might be caught up in something even stranger than we imagined. We'll probably be fine. I'm glad that we finally have a vision of, our main character while they're speaking to other. That's something that most visual novels don't do. They don't play with like the having all these things at once, right? So having it at least is a little bit of a. It makes sure the main character is not just like puppeteered, I just know nothing bad will happen. Friends. My friendship is real. We can't jump yet. I say that as if we've ever been able to and will ever be able to. Weird that this is gated like that, but then again, maybe there's like who let the dogs out situation. Anyway, hello, senor. You're looking quite sexy. I don't know what your deal is. You remind me of the smoker man, I suppose, from Disco Elysium. In a very vibes basis, not in really anything else. You both look alright, that's good. Situation could be better, though. I like his dress sense, Let me ask you something. Do you guys remember how you got here? Also, is that just how they draw the eyes, or has he got mascara, which is perfectly plausible, but you don't remember either, do you? Everyone here is the same. I guess we're in a pretty abnormal situation then. Oh shit. Is this game is Nagito? Oh, group hypnosis, maybe brainwashing. I hope we remember soon. Otherwise, I'll end up the outcast. How I got here isn't the only thing I don't remember. I also forgot my own talent. We've been here before. In every game, they've had somebody who doesn't remember their own talent. Kyoko in the first one. Hajime in the second one. Although Hajime in the second one was technically, well, he did and he didn't, so it's complicated. I know it must have been some kind of ultimate, I just don't remember. I never told you my name, did I? It's not like I already told you, but then forgot I did, right? Well, both of you don't remember all that. Amami. Question mark? It doesn't seem too shaken up about it. It's so weird that I'm not really bothered. The ultimate psychiatrist. What kind of ultimate I am, I wonder. Oh, so cute. You think it's gonna be that easy? The side glance. The side eye. I like that. Just a feeling. Don't worry about it. I have no idea what's going through his head right now. We don't have a full info on you yet, so... This school store... Let's see what's in there. Locked. So done it. I hope we keep this, like, two-man party, or at least we do a lot less solo stuff. It's nice, it's more fun when there's someone to bounce shit off of. Who's in here? Crazy lady and, small sort of witch creature. These two girls looking like my platonic ideal for sure. Maybe at the same time. I'm sure that exists. I doubt it's anything like a typical school. The rules, we need those. Eat what you like, clean up after yourself. It's locked down at night time. Well, you're a real fucking detective, aren't you? Hello. She's hidden the pose. I hope she's not like what do you call it? Sayonji. Because I mean, listen, I appreciate Sayonji's trope is reasonable, but the fact that she was exclusively super mean to Tsumiki-mikan was not necessary. It may have been necessary, but it made, because I liked her as well, it pissed me off. Let's put it that way. But you have a chance. You can redeem yourself. Ultimate witch. I'm sure we'll be out of this place in a jiffy, British ass. I'm not scared, it's just a pain. I want to hear your fully voiced line. Something like this won't make me panic, cause I'm a mage. A mage. She's got that, like, chungus voice. Not chungus voice, you know what I mean? Like that. When you hear it, I'll be confirming it. Adorable. But does that exist? What is that? I like that she has default face curvy. She looks so sad. Magic is real. Magic does exist. I do love an anime girl who makes noises. Noises are a crucial part of anime girls. Because I am a mage. Only on paper. She's very rabbit coded for sure. She's very actually coded. In looks, personality, I don't know. That's just a ruse. I am actually a mage. There's this group called the Magic Castle. It's where the world's magic lovers gather. I was the youngest person to ever win the Magician of the Year award. Damare. They're keeping my magic a secret by disguising it as tricks. No one believes me. How sad. I believe you. I don't really. Yeah, show us your magic. I can only do so much. It's chemistry, but I can choose the card you pick, pull out coins, and release doves. If I can source some. Okay, those are just magic tricks. Now, what are you? Are you like full of energy? Well, they characterized you at least. Ultimate what? You have like a ballet-ish outfit, but you also ultimate. I don't know. You don't have a belt. So I don't know about martial artist. Spirit energy. Okay. You can unlock your brain's full potential by yelling to build up spirit energy. Saihara is believing this. Neo Aikido. Okay. So it is the form of, I think that's martial arts, right? The ultimate. Chabashira. Hiya. So true. She's got the four leaf, the petals. She's flowering. You're so cute. See? Akamatsu loves being upfront with women. Yes, get her flustered by calling her cute. We're getting off to a great start. My face crinkles when I suck down a shake, and when I wipe my face, my eyelids turn inside out. I think you're cute. Shuichi, come on, back me up here. Oh, right. Okay, that's crazy. The effect looks really intense now. I don't like to be praised by degenerate males. Okay. I feel like I should be afraid of people who have her as a profile picture, but apart from that, I think she's great. Are you uncomfortable around them? It's a way bigger problem than just being uncomfortable. I'm gay. My reflex is to grab them and throw them across the room. Any degenerate. Well, I hate to break it to you, but our main character's kind of a degenerate so far. Yeah, what is Neo Aikido? Okay. It's like an offshoot situation. Self-taught Aikido. Okay. Anything to look at? There's the terrace door, which is locked. Seems like that's what's going on. Would you like to leave? Wherever. Okay, the transition cutscenes are a bit long, but like whatever, you know. Okay, let's see what else we got on these fellas. Yeah, see, she's so cute. She likes small spaces. She dislikes the ocean. We would get along. 4'11" as well. Everything is adding up. She is pretty tall. She likes nunchucks and dislikes men. That's fair. He likes extraterritorial rights and dislikes cars. He's a fan of Ace Attorney Investigations 1. That's an interesting set of affairs there. What did we do? We checked out this place. We tried to check out that place. We haven't looked at the warehouse yet. I'm sure we can have a gander at what's going on. This is a much more substantial one than the other one. Yeah. Let's look at all this stuff. Mats are pretty heavy. I appreciate your insights. The high jump bar. Professional track and field equipment. Well, it's because we got some professionals. A lot of drones. I don't know why you would call it an RC helicopter when it's not. It's obviously a drone, but sure. Shot put ball. It looks more like a wooden slab, I suppose. Okay. Sayonara, what's your opinion on this? It seems not so bad. It seems like it's got long aisles at least. Wide aisles, more accurately. Anyway, what's your deal? You're a steampunk? What's your, like, you got those goggles. You're a biker? Interesting straitjacket situation going on also. A conspicuous girl looking for rummaging through a shelf filled with different chemicals. Oh shit, Misubuta? See that? They fixed that. She definitely. That's as close as you can get to calling someone a bitch in Japanese. I mean, you can just call them a bitch, but bitchy has actually got a slightly different connotation. It's not exactly the one-to-one thing. That's like, it's closer to slut, I would say. But I don't know. That's like my vibes-based translation. I haven't done my rigorous readings on it. I literally just met you and you've already called me a bitch. Maybe that's just how she talks to people. Okay. Look at that. He's defending her honor. Look at that. Crotch rot. You staring at my tits. Well, now I am. Crotch rot is crazy. I have no idea what even it possibly could mean. A guy like you can only dream of landing a big boobed hottie like me. Help yourself, she said though. Oh, like in the looking sense. Okay, she's good. Get yourself a good eyeful. Well, give us a good eyeful. Okay, he conceded, which is not what you want to do here. My hair... Okay, well, I probably shouldn't go there. He's just chilling. The perv is the other one. We are the perv. Well, me also, but the main character, Kaya, is a perv. That's why you wear the hat, to hide your skeevy eyes. You would probably rather wear sunglasses, I think. I don't know what a hat would do. It would literally block your vision. Sunglasses on the beach... suspicious, but like that's okay. That's crazy. She's okay. I'm beginning to think you're the freak. Everyone wears pants though. Everyone knows that only pervs wear hats. That's crazy. Yamaru. I'd give her a hat if I wanted to. Oh, big. Oh shit. He activated his presence, and she's actually a wuss that can't stand being confronted upon her fake facade. Aw, look at that. We'll break her. In a good way, not like... I guess also we can do that, but I don't think they have that in this game. Tell the world you're sorry. Okay. Who are you? Biju Sugura Tensai. Okay, you're an ultimate inventor. That makes sense. You look like you've got those not helmet, but those glasses. I was thinking steampunk, and that sort of remind me of the My Hero Academia character, who also is. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the biggest way to not the biggest way. That was a Freudian slip. The best way to mention the breast way, one might say. I've never heard of you. What do you invent? Ones that let you type while you sleep, read while you sleep, and eat while it does. Really stupid eye drop contact lenses. Your friends sound like total plebs. Some meds. No, she just wants ketamine. Okay, I was right. Okay, that's a crazy sprite. I'm screenshotting it. You can't use drugs to get high. That's kind of what most drugs are for. My genius can't be constrained by the wisdom of the masses. She's kind of, I hate to say this, she's giving Elon Musk vibes. This place probably doesn't even have the shit I need to get loosey goosey. Is she really a drug addict? Is that just a thing? Are we cool? Are you done being mad at me? She is beyond insane. Okay. She may have BPD, but I'm not gonna diagnose. I'm not a professional. She's what's up with Shuichi? He's self-conscious about his hair, but he's also self-conscious about being a pervert, which is not really. Shuichi, can you talk to us? What happened there? You good? Okay. Let's get out of here. What else is cooking in this place? Okay, we came from here. So maybe we want to go this way? Or did we come from there? I don't remember. Let's just click it and find out. Basement. The basement might be dangerous. So let's put you in the front. And maybe if you die, the game will progress. Maybe. I don't know. Hallway BF. Basement floor. Doesn't look very dangerous to me. But the mysterious music started playing. Some dangers are hidden where you can't see. Oh, we should be careful. Well, but of course, brother. We ain't really got shit to look at here. Well, there's a library. Last time around, libraries were pretty big for clues. Globe. That's a weird. Is that how it looks? That's not the shape of the the middle of America. Kind of is, I suppose. Okay, we got another twin tail. They're really locking on the twin tail, which is they got me pegged right here, but gagged from the musty smell of old books. It doesn't smell that bad. Is this a library? What did you tell me? Bro's looking. Did I do that? Typeface. Doesn't seem very organized. If someone was using it before us. Okay. Let me hit the investigation mode so we can see what's going on. The rear sliding door. I assume that gets us out, but then maybe that gets us out. That's something else. Okay, I appreciate that the game is like, don't get out of here. This is important stuff to look at. The books are again not in a language that we understand, which is, I suppose, relevant. Globe. What a beautiful globe. It is pretty nice. It's a bit large. I don't think it needs to be that large. Like the base, the globe parts, obviously, like that's your preference of it. What languages are these supposed to be? Probably a language, if I had to guess. Hello, what's your deal? You also look cute. She looks intense. She looks like a woman of few words. There we go. There we go. See, look at the characterization is so good that you know what they are even before they do show you what they are. I suppose. Look at that. We're giving him confidence. What about Hoik? Like a midwife. Interesting direction. I didn't expect that. It's kind of out of nowhere. I don't look like someone who'd like kids, do I? I don't like kids that much, but I'm really good at raising them. They come to me on their own. I'm not that good at taking care of them. I'm not that friendly either. They can prove that how loving you really are. Look at that. We're really getting to everyone's core. That must be it. It wasn't my choice to begin with. What does... Oh, shit. An ultimate who hates their ultimate talent. I grew up in an orphanage and got sad with helping out a lot. Okay, shit just ended up that way. Do you know anything about them? Why would you ask her, of all people? How would she know? Hey, boy detective. See, she is intense. Didn't you have figured out what's going on already? He's a detective, not a god. Escaping this place is way more important. Why is she hitting like the EP? You think we can escape? Abducting ultimacy. Look at that. Someone's thinking. She's kind of Kyoko coded right now. The seriousness, the sort of terse nature. Abducting ultimates from across the country would require massive resources and planning. What makes you think a group capable of that would let us just walk out of here? We can do it if we work together with strangers. You're a naive fool if you think you can end this so easily. Look at that. Okay. And she left. She could be lying, but I think it's more likely that she's just ended up in a place that she doesn't know. I've investigated the room already, which would lead me to press this button now. What's back in the back rooms? Oh, that's just the hallway. It's just got two entrances. What is this? This door barely opens a crack. But it's not marked on a mini-map either. Just odd as fuck. Any clues in here? Welcome to your own personal corkboard. We get a special link, bookmark this page. Click through it out, click and hold to paste the image link and see what happens. Corkboard.me. Is this a real thing? Is this like a screenshot from an actual website? It seems like it may be. The gaming room. Those who game. So I should check out her report card while we're at it. Bah. She likes children's television. She dislikes taking it easy. Okay. And she's got that kind of interesting aesthetic. I like this guy a lot, man. I love this guy right now. Do I skip past her? Where is she? She's here. The red leggings, I guess. Are they called leggings if they don't go all the way up? Let me Google this. Leggings versus stockings versus tights. Tights are the ones that are the whole way through, right? That I think I do know. Come on, help me out here. Yeah, I think stockings are the ones that only go partially. But yes, those are stockings, I think. I always get them mixed up when I see the terminology. She likes morning lake shores and dislikes winter lake shores. Guy who lives on a lake be like type situation, for sure. Anyway, let's game. Chiaki, I remember you, okay? Where's the ultimate gamer this time? Oh, it's this guy. Is he from Team Aqua? What the fuck is this? Is it normal for school to have its own game room? Why is that shit called choreography and why is it broken? Hello, fella. Nanda. I didn't expect we'd have a game room. It's cool here compared to prison. Why is he smoking? He's smoking a chalk? Black chalk? Well, he lost one tennis match and started aura farming as a loser. He single-handedly took down a mafia. He shot them through the head with his tennis skills and an iron ball. What the fuck tennis racket did you use that match your skills to an iron ball, bro? That shit makes no damn sense. What do you think of the loser before you used his talent to kill? I didn't need a future anymore. He got depressed and was like, I'm gonna work for the CIA. It's dangerous to just walk up to a kidder like me. Now he's just aura farmer. You ain't all that, buddy. Pal. There ain't shit to look at here either, which is kind of odd, but whatever. Locked door. Interesting. Okay. I didn't mean to. Get me out. Here we go. We're starting to get through this entire thing. All the way buff. Okay. That's all that the basement has to offer. The transitions are a bit long between sections, but I don't mind that so much. Did I go in here? Or is this where we came from and I'm misremembering everything entirely? Oh, this is where the two were, right? Yes. Get me out of here. The iron grate has opened. Okay. Thank you for notifying me. I will just walk straight through it otherwise. The entrance hall. The masked individual is here. Which means... What does it mean? That door must be the entrance. Let's leave. Don't be... Worrying about that isn't necessary. I have already examined the doors. Okay, buddy. Be careful with an armband these days, okay? Okay. Is your zipper mouth gonna change shapes? Also, what is the point of it? Please call me Kyo. Would you like a simple explanation of anthropology? Never say okay sure to a motherfucker who's about to tell you all this shit, bro. Customs, legend, folktales, and much more. This is true. This is actually a very sort of interesting thing to like. You wonder why someone does something that doesn't seem to be so connected to a particular. It's not religious necessarily activity. It's maybe a regional thing. You wonder what it trickled down from. Usually, it's like former religious activity or sort of like a regional custom, maybe originally linked to some sort of practice for like health that we didn't know. Who knows? A study focused on humanity. Oh shit. They put a lot of twinks in Danganronpa, and I do like that. That's my kind of guy. for sure. All aspects of humanity, even the ugly parts, to be beautiful. What beauty! The beauty of humanity. There was nothing creepy about what he said, bro. Maybe the way he said it. You should find the answers to such questions on your own. Oh shit. He's Nagito posting. Okay. Oh shit, what else should we do? This isn't like me. I'm gonna move forward. They got a lot of sprite variety in the main character, which I like. Mochiron. Let's go. Boldly towards those. The Monokubs are gonna be waiting. The Monokids. The gang of Monokuma. Blue skies, bright sunlight, gentle wind, and the doom. Kabe? It was both cage and wall. Either way, the enormous wall struck a terrifying chord. Music. Waves of panic. We were surrounded. The cage surrounded the entire school. Oh, Hakuma. But you don't have any teeth or fingernails. Well, you have teeth, actually, I suppose. The end wall. The walls are actually about 2 places, right? But the wall is different. It represents the end of the world. What's outside the wall? Boy hee hee. You can't get out of here. Shoik? What is shoik? Eep eep. We are trapped inside a huge cage. But nobody came. She is a pianist. Her throat's not so important unless she's one of those playing performer people, you know? No one can hear us. Well, I mean, even if there were people outside, it would be hard to hear anyway. Pretty far away from civilization. It's not like it's like 10 blocks down, somebody started yelling. You wouldn't hear it, probably. Just answer. Because he refuses to open his heart. Mo. The Monokubs. I'm not a enjoyer of this style of showcasing like explosive laughter. Like it just doesn't really work for me. But it doesn't bother me either, so it doesn't bother me enough. You have to figure it out using your appendages and stuff. The school is still under construction. They're building the floors as we progress. I see that Monokuma logo. The OG. I see him out there. They're renovating an abandoned school. It'll finish soon once we start the exits on the autopilot. Oh yeah, you don't know about those yet. They now work construction to support their wives and kids. Apparently. Bring up the robot. Back him out. Or now what? Seems like a pretty fun place to be, though. Like, if you ignore the fact that they're gonna be killing each other soon, it's actually the vibes are pretty good. Xbox logo sound. I slapped both my cheeks, all 4 of them. I made that joke every single time someone says they slap their cheeks. I slapped him upside the head. She loves being. She's got that physicality to her as well. She immediately grabbed his, shoulder. She's very comfortable and like, touches my love language type of individual. I'm not great at motivating others. We can't just give up because of a wall. We came in. somewhere. Eventually we may escape. So you think. It's too early to give up. It's too early. But the fear is within you, it seems. Okay, well now we have to do all this. Dining hall. It was blocked off on the inside. That's true. Can we do this? We can't go yet. It won't let us. Even though the map allows for it. Shame, shame. I guess we can't walk through these shrubbery and such. Hello, diagonal here, man. I would ignore you, but you know what? Whatever. Let's talk. How do you even make this big ass wall? What's your talent, buddy? Ultimate gym leader. Pokemon. What are you complaining? Quit complaining and grumbling or I'll turn into a habit. What is this? He's the gang leader of this time? Oh shit. Philosophical gang leader. The vastness of the universe type shit. Or is it an astronomer? He's got a galaxy in his jacket, so that seems like what's likely. Oh, astronaut. That's not as cool. Well, if you want, wanting to be an astronaut doesn't really make you special. If you are an astronaut, then it's fine. But astronomers are the ones who are actually doing research and like info, you know. Have you been to outer space? If you haven't, I don't give a shit. Not just anyone. Okay, he's just in training. First teenager to ever pass the exam. That's illegal. Oh, come on. Yep, I ended up getting caught. But then the government locked in. Because I aced the exam. I mean, that's pretty baller. I don't know how your hair fits in the helmet if you're doing a spacewalk. But whatever. I mean, they got all sorts of people with all sorts of stuff up there. You sure have a lot of energy. I never gave up. Never give up. There are no walls you can't get over. No. That is the problem. Well, optimism is the important part there. Alright, let's see what else is going on. We're getting some restrictions of where we can and can't go for the time being, but that's pretty fair. What's down here? We'll go inside the dormitory later. Okay, this guy's the Dr. Stone guy. He's like the ultimate bug catcher, ultimate like entomologist. He's gonna be cute. That seems like the only way this bit gets a follow through. Yeah, he's like soft spoken. Sorry for scaring. Gone to oh shit, he's like he's Tarzan. He's kind bug Tarzan. Gunter scary looking. Most people don't want to talk to Gunter when meeting for first time. So like gentlemen, Gunter say thank you. Thank you for talking to Gunter. Gunter need to make introduction. Gunter, I was right. He seems to speak in perfectly. This sentence was like perfectly fine. Is it? Hopefully they didn't just make it a bit in translation. That wouldn't make any sense. He doesn't talk so unga bunga, but he does talk in the third person. It's a little funny. Thank you. Look at that. You're actually pretty nice. Gunter scary looking. Gunter called scary since he was kid. Kid Gunter bigger than other kids. Other kids scared of Gunter. That's how Gunter comes to like bugs. Took 10 years though. Oh, okay. So he's like a oh no. New family took care of Gunter. Oh, not people, wolves. But they're really nice. Because of forest family, Gunter learned to speak bug and animal. Lots of plants, but no bugs. Oh shit. That's why he's scary. He's a JoJo character when bugs get mentioned. Then you hate bugs. No, I love bugs. No bad person likes bugs. Okay, well, now we know how to manipulate you, I suppose. Oh, scary. Okay. What the hell is even that? A ninja statue. The Idea Lab? We can actually go in here. I didn't expect that. Boom. Oh, hello. I forgot about you. What are you wearing? Yeah. The ultimate Hawaiian. I don't know. Foreigner coded, not coded. Literally, I think she's got the when they cast in someone who's not supposed to be from Japan in an anime, and then they it's like what's her name in Lucky Star? I forget. Yuna got Angie. She's got a resting W face, so I already love her. She's a bit too happy. She's chill. She's cute. Nyahaha. Look at that. We got a lot of like animal girl coded people in here. Kami-sama maiteru yo. Okay, she is unfortunately. I guess unfortunately is too strongly loaded. You can be religious. She's devout, I suppose. So now that pose is just aura, though. She paints paintings and she sculpts sculptures. I merely offer my body as his vessel. How divine. Okay, well, you're not very earnest now, are you? Will you make an offering? Every Monday, Wednesday morning, on my island, the truck comes to collect offerings. A pint or two of your blood. Okay, that's concerning. She's anemic. Meh. Boy's blood is also an acceptable offering. Okay, never mind. She's crazy. You can be crazy. There's nothing wrong with that. But this kind of... I'm not a blood kind of guy, to be honest with you. That's my only concern. Well, anything else we can look at in here? Nothing really. Seems like it. I haven't seen a single character from any of this game outside of the game. In fact, I very rarely see any Danganronpa fan art, like, because I guess I don't really interact with it, primarily because I don't want to get spoiled by this point, and before that I never knew about it, so I couldn't really opt to do it that way. This way is a new thing, huh? Oh, it's the old thing, same as the new thing. We already talked to you. We didn't go in here, though. That's what I said I would come back for. The dormitory. Oh my god, the dormitory. Around it has smaller rooms and stuff. Kumari. Okairi. Okay. Now you can go pee in the showers. That's fine, I guess. They got their own little comedy skit going on. I suppose that's fine. They're taking this a bit more lighthearted. I guess Monokuma was sort of lighthearted, but he was more serious, some manner of speaking. They mean for us to live here. Oh, they mean for us to live here. I thought he was speaking formal mode. They mean for us to live here, don't you know? Type situation. Perhaps a room for each of us. Well, Kaede, I appreciate your enthusiasm about leaving. If you have your optimism is masking your ability to grasp the situation's practicalities here. Anyway, let's talk to mysterious girl with hair over her eye. She's what, ultimate maid? She's got the gloves. She's got like a bullet hole like patterning, which is concerning. Furthermore, I gather they would rather care for us than hurt us. In light of this, I failed to see the true objective of the corporate responsible for kidnapping us. British made, more Why would our kidnappers go through all this trouble? I mean, fun, I guess. Shitere shitawa. I'm always partial to a maid in anime. I've heard of her, but is she like WWE style? An ultimate with incredible intellect and strength, working as a private maid. Okay, she can do anything. I will not complete any request that is asked of me. I once received a request to annihilate a rival nation. Okay. As a maid, not a bodyguard. A super maid. What do you intend to do now? What would you do? I hold no opinions or desires and wish to speak. Well, can we order you to have an opinion? Well, my desire is for you to be yourself. Dobby as a free elf type shit. I exist to serve. It be that way. She spins and disappears. Oh shit! Bing bong, ding dong, bing bong. They ding dong, bing bong into the game for once. It's not just in the line. The monitor. Oh shit! They got little plushy versions of her, little dolls. We haven't met like a few of the fellas yet. Thanks for bearing with us. So true. Gosh, the opening ceremony can finally begin. They could have come up with something better than Baikuma. No disrespect, but whatever. I don't know what they could have done, to be honest with you. I don't know. Ojimakuma, that one's not bad, actually. Well, Ojima Shimasa is not really a farewell. It doesn't really work. But that might... Maybe they'll do it later on. Go, of course. Does anyone else hear that ominous bell tolling? Okay, well, let's do some fast travel. They ain't gonna let us fast travel, or what? Maybe not here. Maybe as soon as I press R, they'll send me out. I don't know. I'm on noon. Where are we going? Back in, right? Where are we supposed to go exactly? All the way around, huh? We accept that. We move forwards as a result. There we go. We're getting used to the layout of the rooms, I suppose. This is familiar, by the way. Is this the original Hope's Peaks? I can't imagine. Maybe it's like a faithful recreation situation. But this one, it doesn't seem like they took away too many memories. Okay. Does she just speak in references? Is that like the JoJo Part 2? Yeah. I'm a sucker for a girl that just makes noises. Not that kind of noise, but it's funny. Nanja. Mahoja. I also like how low energy she is, to be honest. Goat, gayest of all time. Okay, but you're a robot, so like you can tank it. Daijobu. What? Okay, we're already getting a 1-2. Doshito. An engine from a robot anime. Oh, come on. We were supposed to do this beforehand, but now we're took us an hour, but we're back, I suppose. An hour and a half. How could I have guessed? Behind Gonta. They've got lots of hometown pride. Argos is crazy. Himiko. Okay, now I'm gonna fucking kill you, okay? You can't. I know what happened. You're not gonna get away with this one. Himiko, get behind me. He casually walked up to the exorcers. What do you all want from us? See, someone who's taking charge of this situation. A motherfucker who knows there's a game and he's playing it. I mean, he mentioned at the beginning, right? Wise guy. Wise guy, eh? One of them took his line, bro. Question mark ahoge. No. He hit the Mookie. Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate the atmosphere here. Jabroni is crazy to include, by the way. I would like to say that. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the most inaccurate, to be honest, though. It's just funny to include it. Magic, I Okay, I think I get what's going on with her. I think. I don't know. I have two guesses. Number one, they originally wrote her they wrote her like a little insensitively as like a nondescript islander believing in gods, and they've sort of tried to localize slash translate this into a more like I don't know, maybe nuance is the wrong word, but like specificity to prevent it from literally just being sort of generic. Or this is like rural Japanese like religious custom thing that would be too tiresome to try and make sense of the specifics, and it's easier to go the other way. I'm leaning towards one, but because she is just saying Kami-sama, she's not really giving him a name of specificity. God? Monokuma? My goats? Not really my goat, but you know what I mean. The Return of the King. Ba 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 ba. Papakuma. Oto-chan? Hit us with it. At that moment, the lights of the gymnasium suddenly shut off. Oh yes. Here we go. We've seen this scene before. It's been a while. He's risen from the grave. Oh, there we go. He sounds a bit different. I mean, that makes sense. He should sound different. Junko is dead, and the attempts to bring back Junko are also dead. So we got some stuff to do here. Here we go. Do do do. The ba 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 ba. I'm familiar with the ba 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 ba. Hell yeah. True. Even the I like the Monokuma fourth wall breaks all the time because it's just he's the only motherfucker out here doing all that. The first prologue was only short because you cutie patooties weren't there. It was shorter than this, I think. Hmm. A planet of handsome bears. Hey, don't. There's not gonna be a fourth one. Well, you heard him. You heard him here first. Insanely long line. Who was saying all that? I'm just proud of you guys. You guys really stand out from the rest of the second generation failures of the world. Oh shit. Pirate mode? Naval captain mode? Who is Monokuma now? I suppose is the question. And who are these five? Well, these five are clearly like, imitations. But they seem to be all working in cahoots. Is there like a Junko descendant? Oh shit, the most trusted names are fake news. I read it. I love embracing my children. Usually ratings will plummet when mascots appear in sequels too much. But everyone loves the Monokubs. Everyone loves Monokuma. I think that's the next step one. What is going on? They don't know about Monokuma? The despair. They said the thing. It's been a while. I am Monokuma. Muki. They can't reuse voice lines for once because this is a different Monokuma. So they actually have to. They can't just say, I am a Monokuma. They can't hit you with that. Headmaster. But you guys, I don't back that your AIs because that's not been the case so far. Hit us with the third. Russ said, "I want you." He's like, please. I'd be interested if you did all that. Us? Me? You guys don't want to do it? Ah, well, let's turn this whole thing around then, guys. You already know, don't you? You can't escape. I hold the power of life and death over each and every one of you. Do what you say if we don't want to die. But don't you hate men? I mean, I guess you can come to terms with that. Your enemies have to kill each other in this setting. I'm gonna beat them. You can't do that, bro. Be nice. I'm not good with violence or gore or sad situations. I'm gonna do it rock, scissors, paper, rock. It's so cute I can barely stand it. Eat it! You might want to dial back the cute stick a bit. Ryuma's trying to. He's still horrifying me. He's also drawn a different style completely, but I accept that. How are we supposed to kill each other? Well, he's done it before. It's kind of a valid question. Yada, we kill each other with a refined, sophisticated experience. It's punctuated by. Oh, here we go again. The drawn out nonsense of Lost Trials. Half of them are great. Half of them are a waste of your time. And they seem to not know how to do in a row that are good. Tatsume Shimasho. We've been here before. Who are these two? Okay. Was that line just like not voiced or what? Oh yeah, we get to hear voice lines again these days, which I'm a huge fan of, and I love to hear some lines multiple times. But then there doesn't seem to be any guarantee of leaving like it was last time. Hit it, hit it. He didn't go woo hoo hoo and ow at all, bro. What the fuck? Why did he go freaky mode? He didn't have this crazy of a tongue last time. Coy, flirtatious, seductive. Sounds eerily similar to the real world. Who cares? Oh yeah, they have death penalty in some places. It's not that it's not so awry. The raging boner. You already have a boner. He's bricked up. Goroiwa. Ah. Well, they got something going. These guys, at least. That's more like it, I would say. There's a few more than what was said in this sentence, but I like this new Monokuma. It's hard to match up to previous Monokuma, but this I like the pace. Old Monokuma was a bit, slow. She's also kind of hitting the newscaster. So I think it's worthy. Gaming. This fucking guy. There was a guy who went Kiki, and I forgot what guy that was. I don't remember at all. Degenerates. Oh, true. That I'm surprised that maybe I must have missed it. It must have been Tumblr quarantine because this game came out before Tumblr experienced its like exodus. So it must have just been everybody on Tumblr must have just been what was it, kinning her? People still use that phrase back in the day. People don't use that anymore. No one kins people anymore. Is that the right phrase? Kinning someone. Can you believe it? Can you fucking believe it, by the way? I looked up like kidding definition. First result, Reddit r/Danganronpa. So I rest my case. You know? A lie. More like fiction. I got some bad news. Like a story on TV. Well, a scenario so removed from reality we can hardly believe it's happening. Damn it! That's gonna be a problem because you're gonna die. Dewa, happy Hamatan horrific hilarious. Killing aim. Janet. We won't do it, but then what? Right? Right, guys? You should rashly defy that thing. No, no, no. You gotta do some rash defiance, I suppose. Everyone loves that kind of brutality in a death game. Now, it would be an interesting twist, and they're not gonna do it because it kind of makes writing it difficult to work out if we end up actually being in the perspective of a killer that gets away with it. That would be interesting, but I don't think it's going to happen. And if it does, it's gonna have to be like 5 kills deep. It never gets old, unbearably. That okay, okay, kids touchy, Monokubs touchy. They laughing. The squealing laughter. Everything about the situation was so messed up. I entered the Mind Palace. An academy surrounded by a giant wall. 16 ultimate students trapped inside. Mysterious stuffed bears and deadly weapons. And new friends forced to play some killing game. So true, I think. Where's my Steam? Why did my Steam close? It didn't close at all, I think. Bam, bam, bam. It all felt like something out of a sadistic work of fiction. Well, it's not as sadistic as it could be, I'll be clear on that. No different from real. Against my will, I was now a character in that story. It worked last time around, it sort of wrapped around because it was fiction. Anyway, the intro. I wonder if this will get me copyright struck if I show it. Let's see. I'm afraid that if I click, I'm gonna skip it by accident. Anyway, give us the character introductions. Sexify this whole thing. This is it feels very Persona. I've never played Persona, but this feels like it. This is very like elevator music, ballroom jazz. I don't know what you call it. Bleh. Is that a pipe? Monokuma and the monolings. They don't get their own introductions, which is fair. I'm unfocusing my eyes so I don't take in too much information. But it seems like they kept this thing relatively spoiler free. I guess it's like spoilers that you don't know the meaning of yet situation. Killing Harmony, by the way. Title. If this is the end of the prologue, I will probably put a slash marker in just because I want to transition a little bit. End. The ultimate revival prologue. Would you like to save your data? Ultimate cold open. All right, I'm gonna say leave a marker there. I think the game in general, like the non sort of story elements, obviously, much smoother, much more fidelity, much more like detail. Obviously, the money went into this one after the first two. First two sort of felt like they were a package deal, and this one is really just they were thinking about what to do next after all the success and trying to wrap it all up, I suppose. So they had that interim sort of spin-off ish game, and the anime, I believe, which I may watch, but probably not. What else? What else? What else? I'm again, like the beginning of the second game. I'm wondering how it all links back to the overarching story of the world. How did this all end up? It seems likely that these are remnants of despair. But last time around, we figured out that some of the remnants. I don't know if it was made clear that all of the remnants of despair were the students that were in the second game, like beginning game, or if it was just that all of them are, but there are still more outside of that. I have to imagine that there still are more outside of that. So maybe this is one of those situations. But also, the state of the world was in chaos. These people were kidnapped. At what point were they kidnapped? That's another question. And they remember being kidnapped, but they don't remember, like, school life type situation, I suppose. So it's an interesting consideration, and I wonder about it all, I suppose, is my point. But so far around, like, if I can give a quick look at all the characters. Oh, we got a present. We got the new thing, right? 16 of these in the world. So let's see. Let's look at everyone now that we have everybody, right? Give a quick first impressions, just because I think that would be nice to wrap up the prologue. We got Akamatsu Kaede. Sort of a very, very energetic, optimistic, a little bit freaky, which I like. I hope that we get more of that, obviously. Likes piano keys, dislikes bicycles. Seems very arbitrary. That's not a complaint. I'm just wondering how that. We're probably going to get a backstory. She crashed her bike or something. I like her as a main character. It's good to get a female main character. I hope this. Like, both of the last two games needed romance and didn't get it. I hope this game does. I know it probably won't, because that's not the kind of story that they're telling. Unfortunately, they couldn't. Most stories are made better with just a sprinkle of romance, in my opinion. Stories like this, at least. If they've got a different sort of point, then that's fine. Torture Kirumi. The maid that definitely doesn't have some sort of, like, I wouldn't call it an ulterior motive. I would say it's much more of a... What do you call it? She seems to be the military maid, like, in secret. She may be a hitman. Also, these seem like... Because these look like bullet wounds. Bullet shatter, like glass shadow. You know what I'm trying to say. So something's up with that. Likes cleaning, just likes taking days off. There's something hidden behind you. You may be an assassin. Yumi no Himiko. Adorable. Best girl so far. I love everything about her. I love the noises. I love the unique mouth. I love the general size. I also don't like the ocean that much. I do like small spaces. So... I like it. Haruko Amaki. Mysterious, probably lying about her ultimate, if I had to guess. Or at least that doesn't seem to be her vocation. Or her personality is more of a front, but something's up, obviously. But I like it. I think she's gonna be important in like confrontational situation. Matter of factness. Very terse. Very to the point. We'll see. We'll see if she has any softer side, but I would be fine if she doesn't. To be honest, you can't. Every sort of tough-fronted character doesn't need to have a softer side. Even though I do like it when they do. You need to have some that don't in order to value those that do. Chabashira Tenko, I would say probably the icon of I don't want to say it. Maybe I should say it, just to be authentic. If this game had come out now, then it would maybe not now, maybe even like in the recent, like very recent history. I feel like the the X.com and adjacent Radfam community would leap onto this character, which is fine, I guess. Maybe the rest of the communication is maybe not so fine. Maybe a bit of divisiveness involved there, but maybe listen. If she just hates men and is a lesbian, that's great. Now you don't need to hate men. I would say that, but it's like perfect. It's a reasonable opinion to have. I mean, listen. If I'm gonna be taking it seriously, then the fun is not gonna be, and there's not gonna be any fun. There's not gonna be any humor to extract if I take the funny character so seriously that like we're talking real world issues. Sort of besides the point most of the time. But I mean, she seems to be able to handle herself, so I don't think I really need to worry about all that. But like she's chill in my book. Shirogane Tsumigi. I like her a lot. She's got that mysteriousness to her, where she sort of takes advantage of how you perceive her. She's got that. Hello, Knife King. Welcome to. I've just finished the prologue. I'm giving my character recap. I'm streaming earlier than I usually do, so I guess you may be able to stick around a little bit longer. Depends on how cooked your schedule is. You're trying to fix it or not. But anyway, as I was saying, I like her a lot. I like her design is very nice, very elegant, and I like the bit that she likes making them more than wearing them, but people don't respect the characters enough. So she's like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So she's cute in my book. Mixed feelings about Yonaga Angie. Insanely adorable design. Little bit concerned about what the original intent was with the character. I think on the song cutscene, she had like a totem pole, so I think they were actually they were doing what I assumed was the case, and be doing like a little, what do you call it? Sort of maybe slightly disrespectful / ignorant take on an islander by just saying Kami-sama. And I guess her name being Angie, not really a very, I would have to assume this is a romanization, or you know what I mean. You can technically, you wouldn't say, the way it's said is not the way it's spelled in English, or the way it's hard for me to explain what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is it's not a natively Japanese name, I have to assume. But maybe I'm wrong. But, I mean, look at the character, right? So, it's her, to confirm something, okay. I was gonna say, she's got 1 inch over Himiko. I'm paying attention to the important details. Iruma Miyu, I like her. I like the fact that she's a paper tiger. She's like rough mouthed. Is that the phrase? I don't know what the phrase is exactly. Foul mouthed. I don't know how I lost that one. But she falls apart. She may be a drug addict. There's a lot to love. So we'll see. I like the fit also. Is that a jetpack? I think that is. It's all looking good. Okay, it was gender sorted. I was like, well, it's only girls, but we seem to have 8 of each, so that's, decent split, I suppose. Saihara, I like him. Nice design. Kind of seems like it's kind of a baseball player, like, coded design. I don't know why I thought that. Maybe it's just a hat. But seems sharp. Cute. What else do I even really have to say? Attached to his hat has some embarrassments. So if he's gonna accompany us as like the secondary character, if he's gonna be our sidekick, I'm happy with that. Momota Kaito dislikes their call, likes houseplants. Seems fine. Much not as grating on first meeting that compared to a lot of characters, to be honest with you. 6 foot, huh? I have no real problem with him. He's got that enthusiasm. The murderous tennis player. With how old is this guy? I got that. That is my question. Likes Russian blues. Just likes white tip reef sharks. Why is he tiny? I got a lot of questions. How did he get so good at tennis by being tiny? I feel like it'd be hard. That seems like it would nerf your abilities at playing tennis. But, you know, maybe he's just got a lethal backhand. How would I know, right? This guy may be the most interesting so far. They're obviously building him up. I like his fashion sense. I kind of, you know, it doesn't suit me, but I like the style of it. The extraterritorial rights part is sending me a bit. It's very investigations coded. Those who know. He knows more than he lets on. He's keeping his ultimate thing, maybe secret on purpose. Very interesting fella. I like him. Bugman is the classic, like, gentle giant, but has a thing he freaks out upon. I don't know why he speaks like, I guess I know why, but like they've explained it to me why. Seems like a bit of a stretch to actually make him speak like Ooga Booga Caveman. But he's trying to be a gentleman, so I've got a suit on, I suppose is the point. Hopefully he doesn't become annoying just because of that. Like, I'm worried that because of the thing where he is insanely aggressive if you say you don't like bugs or whatever, that it's going to become like a thing and it's going to be annoying. I hope that that's not the case. This guy, Oma Kokichi, he was mean to Himiko, so I don't like him. But maybe he can win me over if he's got another side to him. Because if he stays like this the whole time, I'm going to be rooting for his death. And I hope it'll come swiftly. Shinguji Korekyo. As Kyo, as he wanted to be called. As opposed to Kiyotaka, who wanted to be called Taka. Sort of a... I mean, our character called him a creep. Kaede called him a creep. I don't think he was a creep, but I think he's sort of creepy, you know, interested in humanity as an experimentation sort of sense. And then we have the robot from One Punch Man, but in this game for some reason. I don't really... Very neutral about this guy. I'm sure they'll have a lot of fun jokes. I don't know about anything else. I don't know what personality the robot's gonna have. No joke intended. But yeah, I think we've got to, honestly, like, first impressions, I'm not so immediately annoyed by anyone in particular, apart from one guy. So it's a great start. We'll see if we can continue.